Hello Leos, happy birthday. Okay. The cards that have come out in front of me right now is that some of you have come out from some form of success or victory or recognition here. Okay. You feel like you had some success in your life here. This could have been with friendship or a night out. But some of you could have completed a cycle. And this could have been with friends that you was enjoying some form of reunion, a gathering, okay, where you had some victory and success, okay. But for some of you, you felt trapped in a third party situation, and this could have been with a Virgo, Capricorn or Taurus, okay. Some of you, it could be that you felt trapped with a person that would just focus on their money, all right. You felt suffocated. You felt like this person backing themselves into a corner here, feeling like they can't see a way out. This could be somebody you're dealing with, Leo, okay, that could be going through some mental health issues right now, and it could be regarding a third party, okay, somebody that they had success and recognition in the past or victory somehow, okay. For some of you, you're completing a cycle with this person, okay. Because the first card that you don't know about is the Five of Cups. I'll say Five of Hearts, okay. This usually speaks about somebody here who's actually going through a situation where this could be suffering with some form of depression, okay. Alright, some of you, there could have been a loss that you're actually grieving over right now, okay. Because the Five of Hearts is like the Five of Cups, okay. It speaks regarding some bitterness, frustration, regrets, depression, some unexplainable sorrow, okay. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio or a Pisces, okay. And for some of you right now, this is Five of Cups. It's also speaking about you need to take care of yourself. Can also be an indication here with this Five of Cups, okay. It's all areas of health, from emotional to physical, okay, are being neglected here, right? For some of you, it's time to change the pattern and look to more helpful lifestyle choices that you're making, right? Because the Five of Hearts, it's telling you to take some quality time for yourself to rest and rebuild your physical and mental, spiritual energies, okay? For some of you, though, when it speaks about the Five of Cups, some of you could be experiencing some loss, okay, going through some distress, separation, okay, sorrow, remorse, sadness, okay. There's some also unhappiness and regret that's going on as well. And some of you could have got some bad news, okay, about somebody could have actually passed away, okay. And some of you, because the Five of Hearts here indicates a separation or a severe loss on emotional level, and there's feeling of severe distress regarding this, okay. It feels desolated as well as sorrow, alright. And if someone has passed away and you're going through a loss, I'm really sorry to hear that, okay. For some of you though, it's a breakdown of a relationship, a business affair gone sour. It may also be telling you that someone around you are being deceitful, manipulative, and may be involved in some malicious gossip, gossip, okay. For some of you right now though, it's telling you to be aware that negative emotions are draining your energy on many levels, okay. Especially in your general health, will be affected by the feelings of depression, regret and anxiety here. Some of you it's guilt, and some of you it's resentment. But care must be taken on all levels of being right now, okay. And that's for somebody out here, because it's causing a burden with the 10 of Wands. It's like 10 of Clubs, okay. Because you are going through such a loss, it's having an effect on your health and it's becoming a burden, okay. And this is, when this ends with a 10, there's always ending, there'll be a new beginning. Once you put down this burden, okay, because some of you are feeling overburdened, overcommitted, okay, some of you could be disguising that you are actually all right when you're not, because some of you are responsibility for other people, or you're in a commitment that's becoming a burden. Okay, Leo, right? The 10 of Wands here, it said once you put this burden down, okay, no matter what it is, if you're involved with lawsuits, if you are actually having to go and face some financial rewards or have to pay out, but you know, can't speak. Wow, you like the downloads coming, and I'm like, I'm trying to get the words out, and it comes somewhere. I've got stuck at the first one, so it's like, what I'm hearing, okay, the 10 of Wands is indicating some dark time in your life right now, or the darkness before the dawn, okay, but nothing seems to go to plan, alright, leading you to frustration and stress, okay, but it's asking you to be patient here and tolerant, and not to use your powers unwisely, okay, great. It indicates you will overcome your difficulties, because 10 is the ending, okay. In case you will overcome your difficulties, okay, but you just have to persevere here. It's also essential that you actually come to terms with the aspects of your life right now. That's something that's come to an end, okay. For some of you though, you need to prepare yourself to be calm and strong in the face of unexpected events or situations right now, Leo, so that you are able to deal with them accordingly, right? Because it also indicates that it's time to set limits and restrictions in your life and on others as well. No, like put a borderline, have a barrier to say no, don't cross that no line, you're going too far, okay, or no, I'm not taking on this. You know, sometimes you need to say no, Leo, okay. So this time's not going to last for long, and you'll be glad for the benefits achieved from it, okay? Now, for some of you are struggling with the burden, and it's caused depression for some of you, okay? Because it was too much responsibility or too heavy, or schedule or lifestyle you was leading. It's taking a toll in many ways, okay? Because some of you, it's leading to tiredness, feeling of being overburdened, okay? Some of you, it's a lack of day-to-day enjoyment, okay? It's like all work, no play, okay? So it's time to reevaluate, reprioritize commitments, and giving up some responsibilities that you don't need to carry, okay? Because after that, 10, remember, new beginning is 1, right? So you'll be able to start all over again, differently than you did before. Just carry one instead of carrying your own responsibilities, instead of trying to carry everybody else's, okay? Somebody just probably was even finding it hard to get others to even help you carry this burden that you was carrying. Alright? Just don't overload yourself with other people's burdens, and if you have, it's time to put it down, okay, Leo? Because what you need to let go is the 9 of Hearts, and the 9 of Hearts is come out reverse, okay? So it's showing here that when it's up, it's usually somebody who's getting their wish. They're actually in a position where they're happy being alone, they're contented, okay, with the 9 of Cups, okay, like their own company, right? Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, maybe even Aquarius in the chart, okay? But when it's upright, it's usually about victory, success, you know, satisfaction, right? Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, right? But when it's reversed, it's kind of like you've kind of given up, you're kind of not getting your wish, okay? It speaks about poor judgment. Some of you might have made some mistakes and errors, okay, that you need to let go of, right? Nobody's perfect, right? Some of you may be becoming complacent because all is going well at this time, but you know, don't take things for granted because anything can happen. Nobody knows what's around the corner, okay? For some of you, when it's reversed like this, the Nine of Cups, you can also indicate that you may have been selfish or careless in this victory somehow, leading to some form of mistakes being made. It may also be an indication that your wishes will not come to fruition at this time, right? But the Nine of Cups is telling of insufficient funds for personal needs or projects, okay? Remember, this is what's showing here, okay? It's showing here the Five of Cups and the Nine of Cups. You're not getting your wish because of this loss. And it could be through some form of depression, a loss, a grievancy, okay? Something that is letting you know your end of your cycle. There's going to be a change. It was a completely, you did all you could do, there's nothing more you can do, okay? Sometimes the Nine of Cups is actually telling you be careful what you ask for because you might just get it, you know what I mean? And it's not the positive response that you really wanted. You know what I mean? You got something else instead of what you wanted. Okay? But it also shows here though, right? With this loss and this burden that you're carrying here, that's making you depressed and anxious. Okay? Something or someone is directly interfering with your good fortune that is meant to be heading your way here. Because that's supposed to be a wish card. Okay? Could be a delay. Okay? Or this could even be yourself that you're doing this to yourself, okay? This may be coming from within yourself here. Or it could be from outside sources, okay? But it shows here there's a reluctance here to enjoy the moment. Because this fears for the future, you're fearing poverty, your fears of success may all be present. It's like you're self-sabotaging here, okay? Because it shows here that you're coming from success and victory and recognition. Okay, but you kind of ended the cycle here because for some of you, it could have been a point where you were partying too hard and need to start focusing on you. Okay, for some of you, it's definitely a trap in your head. Okay, you can't see a way out. Well, let's get some clarifications on this for you here, Leo, because this is supposed to be happy birthday and I'm looking at you coming from loss and burdens and not getting your wish here. Some of you were dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Some of you were dealing with the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So let's see here, Leo. Right. Because this is something, if you know, you don't know. In the past, this has taken place. Okay. Or presently, some of you could be going through this now. So let's get some clarifications on this for Leo. Happy birthday. Whoa. This could be a loss in a family. Or a marriage for some of you. Okay. Somebody in your family could be going through some grief right now. Right. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Right. Yes, bottom of the deck you got the Tower. Someone's either coming off a Tower moment or is trying to avoid a Tower moment. Okay, and it could be regarding the mother here. Okay, a baby mother for some of you. Some of you could have blocked this person because you could have moved away from him, and thought the grass was green on the other side. And now some of you I'm trying to avoid a Tower moment, but it could be a loss or sadness in the family. I see here, or marriage for some of you. For some of you, it was a near-death experience. Could be of a mother or a baby mother for some of you. Okay. Ooh. Judgment has come out. So somebody could even had a loss, or they're suffering depressed over a loss in the past. Judgments come out here. Could be a divorce, separation, death for some of you. Could definitely confirming that. Could be hearing of a death in the family. Leo, sorry about that. I'm thinking happy birthday. I'm thinking what? It's not looking good for happy birthday, but you know, for some of you, yeah, you could hear the loss of somebody who's going through some form of depression. Some of you, like I said, it was a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Okay, the Judgment card. It also speaks about reconciliation for some of you that want to go back to somebody that you was with before, that you parted from. Some of you are focused on past hurt, past memory of when you were depressed and upset. Okay, for some of you, with the 5 of Hearts and the 10 of Cups and the Judgment cards, it's kind of showing some kind of karma has been fulfilled here. Okay, it's a work well done for some of you. Some of you have gone through a transformation, a rebirth. Okay, for some of you, it's a healing process you're going through right now after this loss in the family. Okay, and for some of you, it could be good news coming your way, and it could even be from a Scorpio or Cancer for some of you, right? That's for some of you out there, right? Because the bottom of the deck here, you've got coming out of conflict, you know what I mean? So you're having conflict in the past, you no longer got conflict with this person. There was no passion between you. Things were stagnant, wasn't moving forward. Someone was more focused on their pentacles than there was on the relationship. Okay, and there was a loss. The things were stagnant. Okay, there was no passion in if it was a relationship or a marriage. Okay, reason why it could have ended, right? But for some of you, for the Judgment card, okay, for some of you it tells of an imminent awakening and renewal. Okay, this could bring promotion or improvement. Okay, for some of you, need to concentrate on your goal setting using knowledge gained from past actions. Okay, and carefully and accurately fulfill what you wanted to do. Some of you could be a reconciliation of a marriage or a family that was having conflict before. Let me see, why is the Judgment card here? Because Judgment asks you to self-assess your life and your lifestyle. Maybe positive appraisal. There is an acceptance of the past and a sense of satisfaction and achievement here though. Alright, ooh, too many. But for some of you are waiting to be single after ending a divorce or marriage here for some of you. Some of you could have been dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio or Cancer. And the news that came through wasn't very good. It could be very argumentative. Okay, and someone's decided to come out from being left in the cold, left out in the cold, left in the cold, left out in the cold. All right. Oops. Some of you in the past have returned back to your baby mama, because the grass wasn't greener on the other side as much as you thought it was. Okay. For some of you, it's a mother that's returned back to you. Okay. You'll know which one resonates with you, right? This could be somebody you had children with. Okay. And again, I'm hearing it. Some of you, it could even be a loss of a mother, an aunt, or motherly figure, somebody around you. Okay. Could even be a baby mama, anyone that bearing children. This person is usually financially abundant. Okay. Could take care of himself, right? Some of you may want to return to a marriage or to the family after some loss or depression. You were separated from the family. Okay, some of you, it was a mother figure that you were separated from, right, that you want to return back to. But with the Empress here, okay, she usually speaks about passion, motherhood, okay, children, marriage for some of you, okay, because that would say some of you want to return back to your marriage. Some of you want to return back to your children after there was a loss. Okay, some of you could have gone through some depression or mental breakdown, and you felt like you lost your family, and now you want to go back to this. Okay? Now for some of you though, right, the Empress also tells us it's an excellent time to begin a new project. Okay, because it had high potential for success if you return back to it. But for some of you, right, it's also speaking about it's about good health, domestic stability. Oh, it's a plan to come to some form of fruition here, right? There you are here though, you reverse as the King of Wands. Leo, there you are again. So right now, some of you are not at your best, so you're not holding back. Okay, you're not in control of your emotions right now for some of you. Okay, some of you are coming out from feeling left out in the cold. Okay, some of you, it's a mother that you felt rejected from or left out in the cold. Right, I'm going to pull a card on that one. So let's see, eh? This is for Leo, Sun, Moon and Venus rising. Happy birthday. Let's see. This mother figure, some of you want to return to, okay, with the Six of Swords there reversed. Okay, some of you might have thought the grass was green on the other side and then realized it wasn't so green after all, and now you want to go back, okay, to a baby mother or your mother. Okay, some of you could have been dealing with a Capricorn, or they may have this in their chart. But the Six of Swords, okay, especially when it's reversed like this, it tells that you may decide to go away in order to get over difficulties or disappointment. Okay, some of you, you'll benefit from this and you'll return with a lighter heart. That's for some of you. Alright, for some of you though, it could also indicate there was a temporary solution to a problem that has been found, but a more permanent solution needs to be put in place as soon as possible for some of you. Otherwise the problems will resurface again. So if you're suffering with some form of depression, I think you need to see about it, otherwise it could come back. Even though you feel a bit more better now, it could come back. Okay, but for some of you though, you kind of feeling locked in or cornered into an uncomfortable situation. Okay, it may be indication that your plans may be delayed or postponed or even cancelled altogether. Okay, and your only option is to wait this time out until things become more better. Might be some reshuffling or rethinking may have to take place here regarding this mother figure, because the card that's come out here is Lavine Cox. Okay, let's see if any of you had a one night stand. It says no one is going to have pleasure on your behalf. Go out and claim yours now. Okay, Leo, so when it even concerns your long-term relationships or breakups, it says let them love you for who you really are. Okay, and when it comes to your family and friends, it's telling you to embrace those closest to you, so your warmth and power may make them strong like you. Okay, so this could be a mother figure here, right? No one's going to have pleasure on your behalf. Go out and claim yours now. Okay, let them love you for who you are, really are, Leo. Okay, so embrace those closest to you, so your warmth and power make them strong like you. So some of you, you may have to, could be somebody around you who's suffering with some form of mild depression. Yeah, but if the issue came up before, it'll come back again. So don't overlook it and think, oh, that was a one-off. Just to make sure, you know. I'm gonna get a clarification on this from the love, because there was a loss of a family member for some of you. Some of you, it was a marriage that you want to reconciliate with, return to. Okay. Somebody could have gone back to their mother, returned back home and gone back home to the mother. Okay. Some of you, is because you were suffering some form of depression that you haven't actually dealt with. Okay. And it could have had an effect on your relationship. Or your partner could have. You'll know which one resonates with you. Okay, you've got soulmate. Okay. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Okay, that's for someone out there. But you also got balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Okay, so remember this, Leo, everything can't go your way. Okay, goes both sides. You must know that. You'll know which one resonates with you. Right now, you got the 10 of wands. Okay, which is turning into some form of burden that you're carrying around here. Okay, this is other people's responsibilities that are weighing down on you. Okay, that's for some of you. Some of you, you're almost at the end of a project. Okay, so it's like, say you're nearly done here because it's an ending here. Something's definitely come to the end because it was a burden. All right, but some of you though, with the 10 of wands, okay, it also speaks about somebody also could be selfish here. Okay, and asking for excessive demands here, being very excessively demanding. This could even be you, Leo. Okay, if it's not you, then it's somebody in your environment who's carrying on like this. Okay, because the 10 of wands usually is speaking about a burden you're carrying other people's burdens that you don't need to carry. Do you understand? It's not your circus and it's not your monkey. Right, that's for some of you out there. Right, but it shows here that in the past you had to work hard for this relationship. Okay, for some of you it's possible that this partnership has caused you a lot of stress. Things may have been good for a little while, but that soon evaporated and you went downhill as a couple very quickly. Okay, if not, it's possible that one of you has previously experienced a stressful relationship with another person and this is affecting you currently. So it could be you or your partner that's bringing in old baggage from old relationships into your new relationship, Leo. Okay, because you're so focused on past hurt, you didn't let it go. Okay, so when you got married and you came a new relationship, some of you were returning back to your old ways of thinking. Okay, that's for some of you. Okay, for some of you, you want to return back and get a second chance in your marriage. The person could have even moved out and moved to the mother. If it's not you, then it's a partner. Okay, for some of you right now, there's nothing about this relationship that screams joy and playfulness right now. Okay, but it's beginning to become a burden to you and requires much of your energy and it's draining you. Even if you're not a couple yet, you still have to try harder than you should, and this isn't a good sign. Okay, especially for the future. Right, and as you can see with the 9 of hearts here reversed, some of you are not going to get your wish because you're going to have to put this burden down. Okay, for some of you, the relationship requires too much effort now, and it always will be in the future. Okay, because that's what a marriage, relationships, family, that's what it's about. Okay, having a partnership with this person does not come as quickly as a relationship with someone new would. Okay, because it's like you're being on this, could have even been for 10 years or more, some of years. Okay, you seem to be doing a lot of work for a minimal reward here. Okay, that's for some of you. Okay, okay, let's get some clarifications on this 10 of wands here, which is to be in a burden here. Because for some of you, there's a strong possibility that one of you has a stress-related health condition, which is affecting your stamina. Alternatively, Either you or your partner suffers from chronic stress or anxiety. That's all I can see here. Sorry about that, Leo. Okay. Yeah, whew, Leo, look, you're lacking strength. Look, you're reverse. Okay, you're lacking strength and courage. It's affecting you, this relationship or this stress that you're going through. Okay, because when the strength card of yourself is reversed like this, Leo, okay, it could also be telling you that you actually need to put this burden down. Okay, that's for some of you, right? Because you've been carrying this for quite a while, doing all the hard work. Okay, maybe this is how you started. Now you started off like you're in control and do not have it, but now over the years it's come a burden. Okay, it's getting a bit too much for you, right? Because for some of you right now, right, you or your partner doesn't have the emotional strength in the relationship to even continue the relationship, because you're both probably even emotionally drained, okay, by trying to do too much too soon for some of you. Okay, some of you need to be considering someone else's feelings right now. Okay, for some of you have been overly thinking about other people's, considering other people's feelings too much, and it's come a spiritual drain on you. Okay, and for some of you, you or they do not have it in them right now. They haven't got the strength to carry on. Sorry, you just haven't. Right, Leo? This could be you that's haven't got the strength now to carry on with all this burden. You need to put it down. Okay? Because the 10 of Wands, it also speaks about there is more focus, right, on you actually gonna hear. You're more focused on your weakness, and some of you are succumbing to some form of temptation. Okay, either you or your partner, but it seems strongly you, Leo, because strength reverse tells of one who's always looking to others for support. Okay, some of you need to remain aware of mental and physical weaknesses here that could be used by others as a tool in abuse of their power, because they see a weakness in you, they could use it against you. Okay, because with the 10 of Wands and the strength reverse, this could be somebody who may be inclined towards vanity and uncontrollable loss, and that's coming a burden. Okay, but it also speaks about somebody whose strength tells of a distinct lack of inner strength here. It indicates lack of self-belief and a feeling of powerlessness. These feelings can be overcome, however, but if strong emotions are correctly channeled, right, you can overcome it. But if you do it thinking negative, I'm getting into water. If you're thinking negative, right, you're implying that you're afraid that your plans will meet opposition for some of you, and that nothing little will be done to solve your problems. And as I say, you're thinking like that, you're thinking the worst. By the way, and with the 9 of Cups at the, well, 9 of Hearts at the side of it, so you're gonna get your wish. Remember this, wherever the head goes, the body will follow. Tell me about this reverse strength card for Leo. Some of you are definitely ill. Okay, there's no getting around this. Wow, I'm finding it hard to speak. Some of you probably I'm not even speaking. Okay, some of you though, wow, I just heard that. Sorry, like I did say before, and again, I'm not want to scare over it. Some of you, or if it's not you, Leo, You could be dealing with somebody who's grieving the loss of their mother, okay, or a baby mother for some of you, right? And can't speak. Hold on. Let me get some water. Whew. Woo. I am so sorry. I was there talking away, thinking that you heard me, and all the time you didn't. I just looked up to think, why ain't the thing moving? Oh my goodness, I was talking for half an hour before I realised this. Oh gosh. Okay dokie. I told you I was having a problem speaking and it's like, wow. Oh, what spirits just downloaded, it didn't even get recorded. Okay, so God willing, there it goes regarding this Four of Swords reverse. Okay, for some of you, you may be implying that a situation of unrest or misunderstanding or some miscommunication is abound right now, particularly within your work and your career or your sector of your life right now, because some of you as I was saying, you can't put a time on when you're going to recover from this grief, because some of you may even tell somebody that, oh, I'm going to go back after the funeral day, I'll go back to work then, but then something else comes up and then you have to cancel. So it's also telling you the Four of Swords reversed, don't make promises you can't keep. So don't promise something that you can't actually give the answer to right now, because you got a lot on right now with all the burden that you're carrying right now, Leo. Okay. Some of you need to take time out of yourself, and some of you feel that you're not getting the time for yourself because you're carrying other people's burden, and you need to put that down. Right now you need time out. Okay. Ooh. Some of you are feeling of being rejected, isolated, ignored and lonely. Okay, this may be due also to some of you to an extended illness or and recover time. So some of you could have needed the operation or you was ill. Okay, some of you though, it also shows a movement away from your friends and family, either physically or emotionally, because you're going through some form of depression here. Okay, and because of your inner feelings and beliefs or inferiority, and you have kind of severe self-doubt about yourself, you are asked to focus on your positives in your life whilst in a meditation, and ask the universe to present you with a new direction and opportunities for some of you. Okay? Because a lot's going on within the family, like I said, this loss. Okay? And for some of you, it could be causing a division in the family. Right? Because the reverse of swords often indicates opposition, cancellation, and delays in your life at the present moment. Okay? But you're asked to stay positive and focused during this time. Okay? Leo, because changes in the near future will usher in new energies to deal with this. Right? And for some of you, the Four of Swords appearing is a message to use discretion and discernment, and to think hard before committing yourself to anything of importance right now, Leo. Do not make any promises at this time, okay? As it indicated that their situation may change rapidly. You know, like I said, it's just take time out, okay? Because you're carrying a burden here, you need to put it down. Leo, it's not your circus, not your monkey, I know. But at the same time, you got to stand in faith and believe in God. Okay? That everything happened for a reason. You may not understand why, right? Why this tragedy is taking place in the family. Okay? For some of you, it could even be in a work environment. There may be some unrest and problems in the workplace. Okay? For some of you, you're asked to use discretion and caution before making any important decisions or taking any important steps in your life right now. Okay? Because you're not in the right frame of mind to making decisions right now. Okay? Because some of you may be feeling opposed or blocked in some way. This may be to do with work or your career issues. Okay? That's for some of you. Okay? But there seems to be an unrest and problems at work for some of you that may present themselves at this time as well. Alright? Like I said again, it repeats again. Okay? It warns you not to make any promises that you cannot keep, that things can change very quickly. Okay? And you may not be able to fulfill your vow, leading to disharmony and negative feelings. Okay? Yeah. I hear. I know, and I understand this. Okay? You know, when there's a grief in the family and people are trying to run around trying to go and help, what can I do? I think, Leo, you're going over and above. Do you understand? Where some people ain't even doing 5% in the family, you're going above and over and above. Alright? And this will end up making you angry or start thinking negative and feeling like a failure. Or some of you could even end up playing the victim role. Poor me. Okay? But it's definitely shouting to the health issue here. And it should not be neglected. Okay? Because prevention isn't the cure. Okay? Well, prevention is better than the cure. Gosh, I'm really struggling to talk here, Leo. Okay? Go and get your child checked out. I'm feeling a bit depressed. Go speak to somebody. Look at things that will help you relax so that you can sleep at night time. For some of you are up in your head, you're not sleeping. Okay? Especially with the Nine of Swords. Okay? Because the Nine of Swords usually definitely speaks about somebody who's having sleepless nights. Okay? They're actually going through a stage where they're going through the death, the misery, the anxiety, the solitude, the grieving right now. But there's a lot of conflict going on as well, because somebody's ill as well at the same time, right? So it's like there's a lot of things going on in your life right now, Leo. Okay? Some of you are dealing with an Aquarius, Virgo, or Taurus. Okay? There's some miscarriage, death, misery. It's not a good time you're going through right now, Leo. Okay? I know. My condolence go to you and your family. Alright? For some of you, though, you're near to some form of completion in your life right now. Something's definitely coming to an end. That's for some of you. Okay? Some of you might even be a house move or a change of address you happen to go to. Okay? For some of you, there's some kind of feeling like you're imprisoned in your mind. Okay? Sorry about this. Sorry about this, Leo. Kind of lost track what I was saying before. But I'm up to the center of the issue here between you of how you can grow from this. Is that for some of you, like I said, you've got a burden that you're taking on. Okay? And it's nearly over that you can put down this burden. But for some of you, right, you are your partner. Okay? Does not have the emotional strength for the relationship. Some of you are not even considering somebody else's feelings. Okay? Because that alone is like too much of a spiritual drain on you right now. Okay? So you're not even thinking about somebody else's feeling or the... You could be spiritually draining them for some of you. Okay? For some of you are they do not have it in them to actually put in the hard work it will take. And for some of you, right, could become a burden here, right? That's something you have to put down. Because the strength doesn't only just talk about you actually having the strength not to react. It also, when it's reversed like this, it speaks about what happens when you do react. Okay? So when some of you do react to how you're feeling, because when pressure's on people, right, it's like a pressure cooker about to burst. Yeah? So for some of you, when the strength card is coming out reverse, and this is also representing you, Leo, right? You're prone to actually react differently than you would do when you're upright. Alright? Because when you're actually upright, it shows your self-confidence. Okay? You're walking in your confidence, you know? You're striving. Head up high, you know? Feeling good about yourself, looking good, you know? But when you actually come out in reverse like this, right? For some of you, this is your reaction to this burden that you're carrying. You're kind of misusing your kind of personal power over others when you do this. When you reverse like this, okay? You're kind of coming across abusive, okay? Very tyrannical and dictational behavior. You're kind of coming across telling people what to do, okay? Brutish, you're coming across angry and cruel. Especially when it's reversed like this, Leo. And it's all because someone is so stressed out, okay, with everything that's going on, the burdens that they're carrying, okay? Some of you are completing a new cycle in your life of carrying this burden, okay? Some of you, when you're acting like this, you're passing on bad feelings and anger through lack of inner strength here, okay? Because strength comes from within, not on the external, alright? So some of you are even expressing your frustration here and lashing out and hurting those that you love, alright? That's for some of you. Because the Four of Swords kind of clarifies this when it's coming out reversed like this, okay? Because for some of you, you could have separated and gone within, alright? On like exile yourself from people, right? But for some of you, maybe that's what you need to do, take some time out, because when you reverse like this, okay, it speaks about somebody here who's gives a feeling of opposition and difficulty in getting things moving ahead. There may be unrest and problems in the workplace for some of you, okay? Some of you don't make promises you can't keep. I just heard that again. Alright? Because you might be saying, I'm alright. But you're not alright. Okay? You're definitely not alright. Some things are missed there. Okay? That's for some of you. Something doesn't seem right here in the situation here. Because this is the part that's going to help you grow here. Alright? And a lot of you are lashing out right now. The card that clarified that was because you're going through this loss and grief. Okay? It's making you act out like this. Okay? For some of you, you're suffering with grief, depression, and it's making you lash out. And you're probably not conscious of it, that it's even happening to you. Right? And yeah, you could be a bit snappy. Alright? So, like letting people around you that if you're acting, they probably understand that it's because you're going through your grief right now. Alright? So the Five of Cups upright like this speaks about you. Sense of loss. You're probably doing a lot of crying. Okay? Some of you though, you just need to let go of the past. Okay? Some of you are sorry to see things go. Okay? Because it's showing here regrets and disappointment here. Right? Some of you probably even sense that you probably even wasted your time. For some of you are feeling punished. Okay? But some of you is definitely brooding over past events here. And some of you are unable to forgive and forget. Alright? That's for someone out there. Right? Because it's also showing that some of you are going to be making some fast communications, and it's going to be very cutting with your words. Alright? And the last is going to be for some of you a transformation or death. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Okay? May have this in the chart, but it talks about walking away from people and things that no longer serve you. That's the death card here. Okay? Because some of you could be, like I said, there's been a death in the family. For some of you, yeah, my condolences to you all. Right? But it also speaks to you here regarding a transformation. Right? Going through a major change in your life right now. But the card of death is all about moving on. Okay? Going through a transition. Clearing up our cluttered lives and getting ready to begin something new. Because that's when it ends, something new must begin. Okay? And death also is a sign of Scorpio. Someone's gone into some deep thinking here. Okay? Being very private and very intense. But very passionate. And they're very prone to jealousy, Scorpios. Bring with it an intensity of compulsiveness. Okay? Sometimes Scorpios live a this life will run out all too soon. But this is showing all the qualities here of a Scorpio. Alright? Sometimes it brings the drive for you to work until you drop, or a feeling of danger. And for some of you, it also speaks about a major change is about to take place. Okay? Or at least be offered to you. Alright? Some of you need to take stock and learn to go with the flow. Alright? For some of you, you'll have a personal awareness will be so different in months ahead. It's like the changes that you're going through. It's going to be changing, and you're going to notice the change within yourself that you are changing. Okay? Some of you may no longer be at ease with what other people want around you. Okay? Or how people want you to be. You're going through a transformation here, Leo. Okay? Some of you you'll start changing the crowd you hang out with. You're going to start hanging out with people that are more on a spiritual level with you. Okay? Some of you, it could be further learning, marriage, personal, spiritual development. Some of you are growing up and becoming more mature. Some of you could even be leaving home, okay, relocating. And for some of you, parenthood can now be indicated by this card, like someone could be becoming a parent for the first time, right? But it's all about learning. Learn to let go of the old and sometimes unproductive bad habits that you had in the past, okay? Some of you will be welcoming the new and walk towards new and fresh experience and discover the new improved you. Alright, that's for some of you. Some of you are going to enjoy this transformation and some of you ain't. You got the card here, Sappho. Okay? It speaks about love is a cunning weaver of fantasies and fables. So somebody here that you could have even have had a one-night stand with, some of you. Love is cunning, weaves of fantasies and fables. Some of you could be fantasizing about having a one-night stand, okay? But it also speaks about for your long-term relationship or breakups, someone in some future time will think of you, okay? So someone in future time will think of us, but it's talk about what is beautiful is good, and who is good will soon be beautiful. Because of this transition, death card and the loss, that card that goes with it, it's like the person that's passed away, okay, where it says, love is your weaver of fantasies and fables. This is somebody that you think about in memory, okay, with the death card next to it. Someone in some future time will think of us. So this person who's passed away, they're on the point of saying, like, in the future, somebody in the future is going to think about them and they have memories of them when they used to be alive, okay? And for some of you, the message is this: family and friends. What is beautiful is good, and who is good will soon be beautiful, because they're coming through the transformation from death onto spiritual. Some of you, transformation they're going through. Some of you, it's a rebirth of yourself. How you was is no longer going to be the same person, okay? The beauty is going to shine from the inside out, okay, after you've gone through this major change, okay? And for some of you, you're not going to be the same person, and the person that's passed away, they're in a better place for some of you, okay? Whew, wow. For the 9 of Hearts, that you're not getting your wish in, some of this could be overindulging with alcohol or drugs or partying too hard here, and that's something you need to let go of, okay? Some of you are using this as a crutch to get over your grief. Oh, excuse me, don't want me to talk about that. Some of you are drowning in your sorrows. Remember, it's okay to take time out and grieve and go through this, but don't stay there too long, okay? Because when you're seeing the 9 of Cups reversed like this, okay, it's usually speaking about somebody here who's kind of not getting their wish, okay, not feeling secured, alright, could be losing out financially, there's no personal satisfaction, okay? For some of you, there's a lot of complacency, you're kind of taking things for granted, okay, not being appreciative, okay? Some of you've got some false optimism here, poor judgment some of you've made of taking here, right? You need to let go of that. There's been some mistakes, yeah, there's been some errors, no one's perfect, okay? But some of you seem to be lacking a lack of humility here, okay? You know, like they say, you know, sometimes as well, you know, pride come before a fall, right? That's for some of you out there, okay? But the reverse Nine of Cups implies you may be becoming complacent because all is going well at this time, that everything's good, so there's nothing for you to worry about. Okay? But when it comes out reverse, it warns you that all may not be as it seems here, Leo. Situations may not be as secure as you assume, and friendships not as close as you may like. Okay? That's for some of you, right? Because when it's reversed like this, it indicates you may have been selfish and careless and victorious for some of you, leading to mistakes being made. Okay? It may also be an indication that your wishes will not be coming to fruition at this time. Okay? For some of you, the Nine of Cups is telling of insufficient funds for a personal needs or a project, or that your plans will not go accordingly due to insufficient funds. Okay? Some of you will have to wait for more auspicious circumstances and a better timing, but it's not now. You need to let go of that. Alright? Careful what you wish for as well, because you might just get it. The card that follows this as a clarification is the Fool reverse. So someone's not getting a wish about stepping into something new with the Fool reverse here. Okay? Because the Fool usually talks about someone stepping out in faith, a new adventure, new beginning. Okay? But when it's reversed like this, the Fool's usually talking about somebody who's actually not going to commit. Okay? Because there's a choice to be made here, and someone's not getting a choice here. Okay? Someone's here is actually choosing to actually be foolish. Right? They're coming across as foolish. You're showing up their insecurities. There's some uncertainties going on here. Okay? Someone's being very reckless and irresponsible. That's for somebody out there. Alright? Because when the Fool's reversed like this, Leo, there's some irrational impulses, foolishness and poor judgment are some of the negative aspects of this card, in which is took place around here. Right? Particularly when it appears reversed in a tarot spread like this. Some of you may be implying that you need to be strong in your own resolve. Okay? Rather than listen to other views and opinions, maybe you need to listen to yourself. Okay? And you're not getting your wish because you decided, say, I don't want to step out in faith with this person or commit to this person. Okay? Somebody might be going through some kind of doubt or uncertainty here. Okay? For some of you, the Fool reverse tells of choosing the easier path, even if at one's own expense. Okay? That's for some of you. But it also speaks about one's behavior, like I said, right? Can tend towards irritability. One may become excessive. Childishness, irresponsibility are indicated when the Fool appears reversed like this. Okay? You can therefore be taken as a warning to be more responsible and have more thought for the consequences of one's own actions or words. Okay? Well, the message is this, it's telling you basically to be strong within and listen to your inner voice before making your next move. Okay? Some of you need to ensure that you are happy and satisfied with the way things are before progressing further with your life. Okay? If not, change them. Got that choice. Because the card that clarifies that is the Knight of Cups reverse. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or they may have this in a chart. Okay? But some of you, I'm not thinking about stepping out in faith with this person, especially when they reverse like this. Okay? Because the Knight of Cups here reversed like this, it usually speaks about somebody who's actually a player. Okay? It also represents you, Sagittarius, especially those who've got water in the chart. Okay? Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you have Sagittarius in your chart. Okay? But it's usually upright. It usually speaks about somebody sending a message, or they're trying to approach you. Okay? Or you're approaching them with fresh ideas. Okay? But when it's reversed like this, okay, it speaks about someone being fickle, unreliable, there's some trickery going on. Okay? Someone might be trying to swindle or be a fraud, or talks about duplicity. Okay? Because the Knight of Cups warns you that you may be targeted by a charismatic character, so beware, as the intentions of the person now, they are destructive, negative nature. Okay? This person can be shallow, inconsistent, could be a young man. Okay? They might have water and fire in their chart. Alright? But when it's reversed like this, the Knight of Cups, it's also actually to be wary of approaching new romantic options. It's telling you to keep hold of your heart and don't become too emotionally involved too quickly. Okay? Some of you need to keep your cool and see how it goes with time. Alright? Because when the Knight of Cups appears reversed in the spread, it may be warning you of an unusual offer or proposition. So some of you need to check all your facets and fine print prior to committing to anything. The message just clearly is, look before you leap. Because definitely with the Fool card here, you're stepping out into faith. So you're being told, and some of you are listening, and that's what you need to let go of. Okay? Some of you are frightened to step out in faith and start a new relationship. Alright? For some of you, the person isn't as pleasant as they may first appear, and they may have something to hide here. Okay? For some of you, he may be telling you that you need to look at all angles before committing anything or anyone. Using cautious and listen to your intuition here, because the card that clarifies that is the Seven of Cups, because somebody here could have several choices, or somebody here is very confused. Okay? Could be a young male, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But with the Seven of Cups here, the Cups usually speaks about somebody had choices. Okay? Somebody could be reflecting. Somebody might even have sentimental memories. Okay? But it's all about your inner self here, your ego, your spirit. Okay? So some of you, but you got the Seven of Cups here, and that's reversed. Okay? When it's reversed like this, right? It speaks about confusion, uncertainty, determination for some of you. Some of you are determined to be successful. Okay? For some of you, it implies there may be too many choices or possibilities, or for an easy decision to be made right now. For some of you, the Seven of Cups reverse tells of missed opportunities due to indecision and confusion. Alright? Some of you are deluding yourself with unrealistic, unattainable dreams and fantasies at this time. Alright? Wow. A lot of drinking going on, I see. Alright? So that could be confusing the issue here for some of you Leos. Okay? But for some of you, maybe it's indicating that if you persist on your chosen path, you eventually succeed. Or for some of you. Okay? Some of you need to follow through with your ideas and plans to reap your rewards. You do not allow others to deter you. Okay? Or distract you. And some of you are on that trip. Right? But it's also saying as well though, that with the Seven of Cups here for some of you out there, when it was reversed, it's an indication also that your hard work may be undone or undermined by negative thoughts, weak will, or the influence of others. Okay? It's a warning that some of your expectations in regards to your goals and your aspiration are unrealistic here. Okay, Leo? And because of this, some of you could have lost some opportunities, and non-achievements will be available at this moment. Okay? Some of you need to focus rather than scatter your energies. Okay? because it's asking you to use your common sense here. That's for somebody. Because the card that clarified that is that the Sun card is happiness. As long as you come out of confusion, you're no longer confused, and some of you are going to be setting yourself free. The reason why this is because some of you went spying or asking more information, and it could have been to a Scorpio for some of you, and this was somebody who may have this in the chart, but somebody who was stuck and wanted to return. Okay, and some of you probably found some more information and decided to set yourself free. You've got Albert Einstein here. Okay, Albert talks about objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. Okay, the distance between two objects is always relative, and the simplest things are sometimes the most complex. Okay, and sometimes, like I said, some people find it very hard to do the simplest things, but so the bigger things, they find it more easier, right? I pulled 3 cards from the Kipper that came out together, and that's with somebody, could be a distance from yourself here, right, that is working hard, this mature man. Okay, for some of you it could be a mature man that's going to be setting you free. Okay, and for some of you, you're working too hard, overly thinking, taking on too much burden that you need to put down. Okay, and some of you with the mature man, you're not going to get your wish, and some of you need to let go because this was a player. Alright, the person could even live the distance from yourself here. Alright, Leo, remember, some of you, this could have been your soulmate. You already know this person, but you need to get balance in your life right now, because things are off balance. Okay, yes, some of you are losing your temper right now because of all this stress and anxiety in the family and breaks up, and some of you it's marriages, some of you it's a death in the family. There's a lot going on. Okay, some of you it's third party situations, some of you it's arguments amongst family members. Okay, and it's regarding a death, and you had death twice, so it could even be a double death in your family. A lot of things going on right now for Leo. A lot of endings, a lot of transformations are going through. Okay, some of you are coming out from a transformation and you've changed. Okay, you set yourself free, Leo, from any form of headspace or bondage. Reflection, yeah, like I said, some of you were looking in the mirror. This kind of answers this card here. Objects in a mirror are closer than they appear. Reflection, it's you. Look back at yourself. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Okay, so everything's going to work out just fine. Okay, objects in the mirror are closer than you appear. The distance between two objects is always relative. The simplest things are sometimes the most complex. Okay, so some of you are struggling, or with somebody who finds it very hard sometimes to just use common sense. Okay, and for some of you, remember, mirror, mirror, reflecting back to you, whoever you're dealing with, whatever's in you with them, whatever you got to say about them, you're saying about yourself. Okay, so think positive, stop thinking negative, because you'll draw that too. Alright, if this resonates with you, Leo, please like, share, follow. I send you love and light. Happy birthday. Namaste.